Hi, welcome back to Tibetan language class. Today we're going to be doing something new. We've been covering the subjoined letters. We already finished the superjoined letters, the letters that get joined on top. And then we're in the middle of the subjoined letters, so the letters that get joined below Tibetan letters to make new sounds. So we've covered already the yatak, which means the Y subjoined letter. And then today we're going to do the ratak. Please say ra. Tak, ra, tak. Please remember, ra is formed like ruffles have ridges, right? Like Spanish ra, and not like American ra. American R is made with the front teeth on the lip. Ra, really good, really good. And then in Spanish it's ra, and it's with the tongue and the palate. So please say ra, tak, ra, tak. Ra, tak means a ra letter is subjoined or joined under another letter to make a new letter. Okay, so that's the second of the three big subjoined letters. There are also two minor subjoined letters that we're going to talk about today if we have time. So I'm going to take the first three letters of the Tibetan alphabet, which are Ga, first column, right? Ga, and then Ka, and then Ka, okay? And then we're going to take this is the first row of the Tibetan alphabet, part of the first row, which we learned already. And then what was the third row? Started with ta, okay? Say ta. 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 Okay, good. So we have ta, ta, and ta. Now, I'm going to subjoin a ra letter. Ra tak, tak means to glue on at the bottom, right? And the way we're going to subjoin it is we're going to take the ra letter, which looks like this, right? By the way, the Sanskrit would look like this. And in either case, we'll chop off the bottom of it until we get a slash that looks like that, okay? And we're going to connect that slash to the bottom of this T row, the ta row. So we're going to connect it here. And we'll connect it here. Now there's no place to connect it to ta because it's already full at the bottom. So we make a little connector line and then we add a ratak, okay? So let's read these three letters together. Say ta, ratak, ta, ratak. Tak means joined on the bottom. And then ta, ratak. Now the way you pronounce these is very interesting. The transcription is T-R-A, T-H-R-A, D-R-A. And then a lot of foreigners mispronounce them like tra or tra or tra, and that's all wrong. You guys know how to make a retroflex sound, right? Retro means back, flex means bent. So retroflex is a linguistic category of sounds for consonants where you bend your tongue back. So watch my tongue, and you bend it back, and then you say these letters again. Say T without the ratak. Ta, ta, ta. Ta. Now turn your tongue back and hit the bottom of the front of the tongue on the top of the mouth. Hit the bottom of the front of the tongue on the top of the mouth. Ta. 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 And it should look a little stupid with your mouth. Ta. Ta. Okay? Ta. And it ends in sort of a dumb smile. Ta. Okay? So that's ta. Say ta. Ratak. Ta, ta. Then it's perfect, okay? Then it's perfect. It's not a tra, and it's not the English, which is, how do you say T-R-U-C-K? That's a palatal. You say truck. It's a CH. We don't say truck, okay? We say truck, which is crazy. TR is C-H-R. Truck, okay? So it's not tra, it's not tra, it's ta. Ta. Single sound. Tip of your tongue, Up here. Ta. Ta. And you just drop your mouth. Ta. Ta. Ratak. Ta. Ta. Ratak. Ta. Ta. It's like you're tired. Ta. And then the sexy voiced sound in the throat. Ta. You gotta do your eyebrows. Ta. Like you're trying to hit on a girl. Ta. Ratat. Ta. Ta. What are you doing tonight? Ta. Say ta. It's voiced down here. Guttural. Ta. It's not D. It's not an English D. Okay? So we got taratak. Ta. Taratak. Ta. Ta. Ratak. Ta. Okay? Those are the three sounds. All right? Now we get something very strange. A rata cannot be added to all Tibetan letters. It is added only to some Tibetan letters, and I'll show you which ones. The first three letters of the Tibetan alphabet can take a rata, and they are joined in the way you would expect. These two have stems that make it convenient to add a rata. This one doesn't have a stem on the lower right hand of the letter, so we add an extension, and then we put a rata. Okay. So this is, by itself, is what? Ka. Say ka. Tired. Ka. Ka. And then voiced. Ka. Ka. Yeah. Nice. His son has a nice eyebrows going. Okay. Say ka. 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 Okay, good. Now, if it gets a ratak, you would expect it to be what? Something like kara. Okay? And here's the surprise. They equal these. Okay? So let's do this one together. Ka. Ratak. Ta. Ka. Ratak. Ta. Ka. Ratak. Ta. Okay? So just jump from the first row to the third row. And then you can remember. We had a similar thing happening with the yataks, right? With a different row. So here you see, this is going to be hard to remember. By the way, I'm not mentioning Sanskrit, okay? Sanskrit, if this was Sanskrit written in Tibetan letters, you would say kra, and kra, and kara, okay? But I'm not going to talk about that yet. So these are the normal rataks that you'll see. There are two ratak exceptions, okay? There are two strange rataks that you should know. Let's talk about sa and ma. Say sa, ma. Sa, ma. Both can take a ratak. You have to add an extender, and you add the ratak to them. Okay? Now, the exception is, these are the only two other letters that take a ratak, okay? Aside from those 6 we talked about already, that I can remember right now. The ratak on these 2 letters has no effect on the pronunciation at all. Okay, so let's jorlok. What's jorlok? Let's spell out loud. C-A-T, cat. Jorlok means sa, ratak, sa. No change. We don't say sra, okay? Although in some rural parts of Tibet, like in Ladakh or Mongolia, they might say sra, because that's the way it was 1,000 years ago. And in the middle of Tibet, which is considered the primary language-speaking area, Utsang, this R sound has dropped out. So if you say sra to anybody, they won't know what you're talking about. Okay, say sa, ratak, sa, ma, ratak, ma. And with that, you have completed the Ra subjoined letter. Okay. Now we'll be going on to La as a subjoined letter in the next video. See you then.